All right, good evening, everybody. Today we're going to be going over the percent of change. So let's go ahead and work these problems out. I'll do the odd, number 17 starting off. It says $12 to $6. Remember, we use our formula big number minus the small number, and we're going to divide it by the original number, okay? So we got 12 is the big number, minus 6, that's the small number, divided by the original number. Well, it was 12, so that's the original number. 12 minus 6, that's 6. Now we have 6 over 12. And now we all know that 6 goes into 12 two times, so this is really 1/2. If we put in the calculator 1 divided by 2, we get 0.5. And now we have to remember to move our decimal over 2 spaces, and we see that we have 50, so that's going to be 50%. Okay, remember to change a decimal into a percent, you have to move that decimal to the right 2 spaces. And it asks us to make it, is it increase or decrease? Well, the price went down, so that means it was a 50% decrease. All right, let's go ahead and work number 19. 240 to 320. Well, the big number is 320. We're going to subtract 240. And we're going to divide it by the original number, that was 240. Well, 320 minus 240, that's going to be 80. And let's see, 80 divided by 240. Well, we know that 8 goes into 24 3 times, so 80 goes into 240 3 times, so that's going to be 1 over 3. 1 over 3, I believe, gives us 0.3 repeating. And since we're rounding to the near, what does it say? Round to the nearest whole percent. So that means once I move the decimal over twice, I'm done. This was 0.3333. 3 is not bigger than 5, since it's my decimal. Now it goes there. That means this is just going to be 33%. And since the price went up, it's a 33% increase. Okay. Next we got number 21. So the table shows the number of youth 7 years old or older who played soccer from 2004 to 2012. Find the percent of change from 2008, that'd be here, to 2012, that'd be here. Round to the nearest tenth of the percentile. Is it an increase or decrease? Well, let's work this over here. Once again, we got the big number minus the small number, going to be divided by the original number. All right, so from 2008 and 2012, the biggest number is 13.8. And we're going to subtract 13.3. We're going to divide it by the original number, which is 2008 came before 2012, so 13.3. Now we see that we have 0.5 over 13.3. We know that every fraction is really a division problem, so let's put that in our calculator. 0.5 divided by 13.3 is going to give me 0.037. Remember, we have to move our decimal over twice. Let's look what the question asks us for. It says round to the nearest tenth of a percent, tenth. So that means after I move my decimal over twice, my decimal is going to be after the 3 and between the 3 and the 7. So that's going to be, let's see, oh, and the next number after 7 is 5. So we're going to 5 and up round up. So this is going to be an 8. So I would say it's going to be, let's see, 0.038 is going to give us 3.8%. All right, so the percent to the nearest tenth is 3.8. And is it an increase or decrease? Well, it went up from there to there, so increase. All right, let's do the part B. Find the percent of change from 2006 to 2008. Let's erase these. So from 2006 to 2008, it was 13.7 to 13.3. So the bigger number here is 13.7. I'm going to subtract 13.3. And the original number was 13.7 because 2006 came before 2008. Well, 13.7 minus 13.3 actually equals 0.4. So 0.4 divided by 13.7. Let's put that in our calculator. 0.4 divided by 13.7. That's going to equal 0.0291. Well, 1 is not bigger than 5, so the 9 is going to stay there. When I move it over to be 2.9. So I'd make this 2.9%. And since it went down, that's a decrease. All right, I'm off to number 23 now. It says Eva estimates that 475 songs will fit on her MP3 player. The actual amount of songs that fit are 380. Find the percent of error. Well, big number, 475, minus the small number, which is 380, over the original. And the actual amount, right, the actual is 380, so we'll be dividing by 380. Even though she estimated this, remember, we're taking it from the actual amount. Let's see. Well, 475 minus 380 is going to give us 95. And 95 divided by 380 will give us our answer. 95 divided by 380 gives us 0.25. So that means equals 0.25. We have to move that decimal over twice. So that will be 25%. There was a 25% error. And that's all the ones I'm doing. Good luck with the rest of them tonight, and I'll see you in class.